Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. So for today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I wanted to talk about 5 unintentional things guys do when they like you. Now, the reason that I wanted to talk about this is because there are so many little things that guys do and that guys say that would be able to actually tell you how he's feeling without him having to actually say the words. In last week's video, I talked about some of the different looks he will give you when he likes you. I think that in today's video, I'll be able to give you some of those little signs that he does when he's not meaning to do them, which actually can sometimes speak louder than words. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Also, before I start, I just wanted to say that I'm going to be uploading some more vlogs on my vlog channel. So if you do want to see more content every week, I will be uploading there. So yeah. But that being said, here are 5 unintentional things guys do when they like you. So the first thing that guys do that you'll actually be able to pick up on is that they try to carry on the conversation way too long. It's like when you're having a conversation with somebody and all of a sudden it starts going a lot longer than you want it to, or like it gets so long that then it gets awkward and you don't have any more things to talk about, so you kind of just have to end the conversation because you don't know what else to talk about. That's one thing that nervous guys do, is like when we have no more questions to ask, we kind of just start talking about random things and the conversations go on way too long, and then everything gets really awkward, and then you can kind of see him like blush and get really embarrassed and stuff. So that's the first one that I came up with, kind of like that over communication and just like carrying on conversations way too long. Alright, the second thing that I came up with that I think guys do when they like you, and they do it unintentionally, is they start to brag about the things that they like and things that they're good at. Every guy, when he's talking to a girl, wants that girl to know like everything that he's good at. And so I think that if you're talking to a guy and you've never talked to him before, a few of the things that he might start to bring up are like things that he's good at, and then he might start bragging about himself at how good he is at them. And we don't really like mean to do that, but for some reason it always slips out, and then we end up talking about the things that we love. I think it definitely means that he likes you because he's trying to like show off and like make you impressed. The third unintentional thing that I think guys do when they do like you is they will try to tease you, or they'll just like try to bug you or just make you annoyed in some kind of little way. The reason that I think that we do this is because whether we're trying to start like an inside joke where like every time we see you, we say something or we tickle you or we do something along those lines, I think that it makes a guy feel like he has some kind of connection there with you when he brings up some kind of joke or like some kind of inside thing that only you guys know about. But I think that when he is teasing you and it's kind of like in a fun and like funny way, it's a really good way in order to like not feel nervous around each other, especially if you're making fun of him or teasing him at the same time. So yeah, that's the third thing. Teasing somebody or just like gently making fun of them, I think sometimes means that a guy likes you and definitely puts you in the position where you can create like inside jokes. So yeah, that's the third thing. Moving on to the fourth thing, I think that this one is very common when it comes to guys talking to a girl that they like, because they don't want the girl to be thinking about another guy. So what some guys will do sometimes is they will purposely put down other guys just to try to make themselves look better, but we unintentionally do it just to try to make that girl more impressed with us compared to somebody else. Guys tend to pull out all of the little flaws in another guy whenever we're talking about somebody to the girl that we like, and I think that that kind of shows like a little bit of insecurity too, because if you're insecure about yourself, you're gonna try to find other things about other people that they're not doing right in order to make yourself feel better. So if the guy that you do like is always talking bad about other people, it might be because they have some kind of insecurities and they don't really feel good about themselves, but at the same time they like you and they don't want you liking somebody else, so they're gonna try to find everything bad about everybody else. It's not a good thing to be putting down other people, but guys do it, so if you see it, that probably means that he likes you. The last thing that you can look for when you are talking to a guy, now this is something that I think is really funny, but at the same time, guys do this when they're super nervous. If you're ever talking to a guy and then all of a sudden he asks a question that he asked like 2 minutes ago, this is definitely something that happens because we forget when we're nervous, and then all of a sudden we start talking about things or bringing things up, we're asking questions that we've already talked about or asked in this time that we've been talking to you. When I was in high school, I actually had moments where like I would be so nervous when I was in class that I'd be making presentations and doing stuff, and I would start to talk about the same things twice where I was super nervous and I didn't know what the heck was going on because I was just super embarrassed and everything. So but it's something you do like when you're really nervous, like you just forget and then you start worrying about things, and then all of a sudden you're talking about something that you already talked about, or they'll start giving you compliments that they already gave you. And if a guy does do this, I think sometimes like if you notice that he's really nervous, just kind of like be nice to him and just realize what's going going on, and that like he must like you so much that he's not even able to put a sentence together. And yeah, I think that's a really funny one. It's definitely something that you will see if somebody is shy. So if you do have any stories about any of these that I talked about, make sure that you leave those down in the comments. I would love to read through them. So yeah, those are the 5 unintentional things I came up with that guys do when they like you. If you guys have seen any of these, or if a guy has done these in front of you before, make sure that you let us know in the comments. I get all of your DMs every week, and I know that a lot of you guys have guys chasing after you. So if you do have questions, leave them in the comments. I would love to try to answer them. Oh, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. The vlogs are gonna be awesome. They're coming back, and I'm super excited about it. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. I love you guys so much. And as always, I will see you next Saturday in next week's video. Bye!